Okay guys, here I am over at the house on Putnam. So I'm outside out front and I'm just going to give you a quick little tour. The property itself is gorgeous. It's got a very secluded feel to it. The house actually sits up on a perch, so it sets you off from the road, and as you saw on the map, it's adjacent to this huge common space which is owned by the HOA. So you have a big chunk of space here. It just gives you a sense of space and privacy. You see a house way over there. It's really the only house you can see from the property itself. So the neighborhood is very private. There's about 20 homes in here, so it's on the smaller side. And as you can see, this front porch patio area, this actually used to be the garage, I was told, originally, and they pulled that down and made it into a front patio and added on a garage on the other side. So great windows and lighting through this front space. There's also skylights, and then all right, you walk in. And just a heads up, there's a couple other agents doing videos right now as well, so it's a little chaotic. But all right, so here's the kind of front entrance area. It's all one big open great room, as you can see, with tons of windows, kitchen, and then formal dining space. No hardwoods in the dining, but you do have really nice hardwoods here. But these windows are amazing, and it's just serene all around. You feel like you're in a national park. It's just really quiet. This looks like a pellet stove. I'm sure this thing puts out a lot of heat. Little den area, kind of off the main room here. And then as you walk around here, it brings you to some bedrooms. Guest bath. All kinds of storage. You know, you got little nooks and attic storage as well. Built-in bookcases. Here's one of the bedrooms. Really nice sized bedrooms. Everything's vaulted. Good sized closets. Oversized windows. And then this is your master. So the master is huge. And you have a nice access to your back patio right from your master. Throw a hot tub out there. And as you can kind of see through the window, if you look out into the distance, that's the canyon right there. So there's a big canyon which leads to the Deschutes River. It's basically right out your back door. And they get all kinds of wildlife here. She was saying they have great horned owls here and all kinds of other stuff. Nice soaker tub with jets. And this is what I was talking about. They haven't actually finished the counters, but it's so minor. They had a couple things picked out, but listing agent thinks they're probably just going to allow the buyers to decide on what they want instead of putting something in themselves. So it's just a standing shower in here, just a single standing shower. So that'd be a good upgrade. You know, build in a nice, definitely have plenty of space. Got this this huge chunk here. You could really open that shower up and make it a big walk-in shower. That'd be really cool. So there's plenty of room for that. Double sink. And then separate bathrooms, bath or toilet space here. And then that leads into your laundry space right here. So your laundry with a sink, cabinets. You know, every window you look out is like a picturesque view. And then this, the original owner was an architect, and he used this as his work studio. That's kind of his working area, office. So it's decent space. You could for sure set up a little office area in here, and it even has a back door you can walk right off of. And that looks out towards the common area at 7 acres. But you got nice cabinet, or these are probably the original cabinets. They look a little older, but they definitely function. And just a little storage, you know, more storage here, closets. This looks like a pantry perhaps. And then your kitchen. The cherry cabinets all the way up. Cooktop. Looks out into the great room. So it's got a really good feel. It's mainly a single level floor plan. Almost all your living space is on this level. And the skylights, ceiling fans. And you know, they're using this as a dining room. You actually have a gas stove over here. There's a floor heater. Okay, so the other side of the house where the garage is, a really big garage, is where that big bonus space is upstairs. So these are the only stairs. And this goes up, little windowsill here. And then this comes up to this big bonus space, which is above your garage. Built-in cabinets, and each side of this has a big storage loft. So all kinds of closets, storage space, but it's really functional space too. It works. This being above the garage, I don't think it is plumbed with the HVAC system. You have these wall heaters out here, so this is likely just wall heaters on this side of the house, and then ambient heat from the wood stoves. Does have ceiling speakers. But it's actually a really big space. I mean, it's like a small apartment for sure up here. So you guys could do some creative stuff. This is looking out front again from the loft. All right, we'll head back down and kind of do one more lap, and I'll show you more of the outside. Let's check out the garage. Can't miss that. So there are some stairs in the garage, just a step down, but it's a big garage with the oversized bays, and looks like big breaker boxes, which is always good. Sprinkler system. That's access from the outside. So a double and a single car garage, but they're both really oversized doors, so not small. Another access point. And then just a little workspace. Well, little shop area. So it's a great garage. All the ceilings are really high, vaulted in spots. And now we're back into the main house area. So, you know, it could definitely use new carpets. You know, these are probably from 97 or, but these floors that they put in, these maples are beautiful. So if you could extend those into the whole space, I think it would make the whole house flow a little bit better too, having one solid floor. Kitchen's not huge, but it's definitely workable. You know, you got a double oven, nice sink, plenty of cabinets. And there's definitely a nice sense of space in here just because, I mean, you got about a 20-foot ceiling up there. So it doesn't feel tight. And they have a lot of stuff in here, like a lot. And it's very cluttered. So it's not, the way they have it set up is not necessarily doing the layout justice. Those are built in, it looks like. Could probably be removed pretty easily though. And then if you wanted to do something here, like make that an actual island and extend it out to make it feel a little bit more open, that wouldn't be too bad. And then this is just your little sitting, dining, kitchen area for eating. So, you know, the house is got a lot of character, you know, the vaulted ceilings. It's definitely not cookie cutter. They've done some nice upgrades, but there's still some room for your own finishing touches. So, yeah, the house itself is definitely has a lot of potential. You know, I think the carpets need to go, in my opinion. You know, some paint, fix up the bathroom. All right, here's your closets in the master. I'm not sure if I showed those. So those are pretty small for master closets. Actually, they go back. So they're not shallow. They're probably about 6 feet deep. So that was actually surprising. I thought that was going to be a shallow closet. So there's 2 of those. So that's actually workable. And a lot of access points from the outside, so you can get out really easy. Kids can run out, run back in. Here's the back bedroom. I'm not sure if I showed this the first time. Another good size, vaulted. Great natural light. It's a very bright house. I'm here at about 1:30, and there's sun flooding through all the windows. So the architect who designed it was designing it for himself, and he knew what he was doing as far as window placement. And just thinking through that's big, because it's hard to move those once they're in. All right, here's the third bath. So it's 2.5 baths. Here's the other full bath. And this one is your shower tub. So nothing fancy. You could definitely you could just keep the tub and then tile around, take that fiberglass out and tile that. That would be great. Just the one sink, and then this is just a getting ready area. See, the floor is real hardwood with a nice glossy finish. All right, we're gonna head outside now. At the front door. Oh, we got some other folks viewing it right now. Well, here's that garage, and above is where that common space was. Or the bonus space, I should say, not common space. Bonus space is great up there. I think it could be turned into something really cool. So the property line is technically at this tree. He's kind of encroaching on the common area, which apparently no one cares about. And then this tree on the right, and it just goes back kind of to the edge of where the grass stops on this side. Most of your property is on the other side of the house, which I'll walk around to and show you. And on this side, you're edging up against this common ground, this HOA common ground, which was smart to put the house as close to that because it gives you a sense of space on this side, but then technically you own all the land on the other side. And if you look way out into the distance, you'll see that those rocks out there, which is the canyon. There's trails back here that go to the river, so you can hop right on a trail out your backyard and be on the river in a matter of minutes and swimming, and it's a really good access. And then just go up that street where that car's coming down takes you to the Chutes River Trail, which is a really nicely maintained trail that can take you all the way into downtown Bend from here, and it's not far. I mean, you can get downtown on your bike in like 5 minutes from here. The exterior is it's hardy plank siding, which is great out here, as opposed to the wood, which gets damaged by woodpeckers and things like that. So that's a plus. And here's kind of the side area. That door would walk out from that office space. And they really kept it nice and natural with all these rock outcroppings all around the property. It kind of gives you, it kind of surrounds you, which is cool. We don't know what this cement pad is. Shannon, who grew up here, and her good friends lived in this house when they were little. They used to just come out here and play. So she wasn't sure. She said that they're going to look into it. It's probably something that goes way back. All this land used to be owned by a rancher who grazed cattle, and then Brooks Resources is who bought it and developed this development. They're the ones that did Northwest Crossing. They're doing Discovery West. They've done Aubrey Butte. So they're a really well-known developer here. But again, this is all your HOA. This isn't, you don't own this property, but you get to enjoy it. Your property is basically just to those rocks and then like that grassy area. And then on this side, I'll just kind of show you the view from the back. So that's your master right here in the back of the house. Be a great spot for a hot tub back here. Super private. I mean, you can't see any other houses. And then this is what I was talking about, where your property actually goes pretty far. So closest neighbor is down here, which it's hard to see them because there's so many trees, but that is the one neighbor you do have. But your property goes all the way down to those trees. You get to see those red trees and that birch way out there. There's a little rock right in front of that birch tree, right in the middle of the screen. And that is your edge on this side. So you own all this, these really cool rocks, all the way down. So clear down, it almost looks like it's in your neighbor's yard, but it's not. That's your spot. It's kind of a irregular shaped lot. But then it kind of follows up to where those two trees are, a little bit in front of those. And then all this stuff. So you have a big chunk. It just basically gives you a buffer on this side, and it's a hill too. The house is up on a hill, so that's why you don't see this neighbor down here, because you're up. And then you have this big mound that gives you protection from it. And then that was that back door. So you have your second and third bedrooms on this side of the house. And then that's that back door right off of that bedroom. So that's where the kids will be sneaking out at some point. But it's cool. It's just cool that you have easy ways to get to your outdoor space, because the outdoor space is so special. I mean, that's really what this property is all about. The setting, I mean, it feels it almost has that feel like it did down in Woodside Ranch, you know, because you got these beautiful junipers, big pine trees, but then you have birches and just natural rock formations, and it's a very natural setting, super secluded, but at the same time, as you saw on the map, it's like close to everything. You know, you're on the west side, so you're in a good school districts, and you're close by everything in Bend. And that just steps off your great room, little deck. Wrap that around, kind of wraps around to the front porch. Nice little sitting area, and cars are literally lining up to see this house. She just started doing showings at 1. I was the first one. But it looks like a really well-built house. You know, these guys have been here for 23 years. It looks like they've taken great care of it. A few cosmetic updates inside would go a really long way. So yeah, this one's a good one. Definitely put it on the list. I think it's worth. I wish you guys were here, you could see it in person, but yeah. All right, over and out.